Hello everyone, how you doing? Yeah, in this video, I want to talk about, what happened at the UMass Amherst Campus Center Blue Wall Cafe. And the time that it happened was 12:41 p.m. First, I'd like to give a moment of silence for former Boston Bruin as well as Boston College Jimmy Hayes. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. Yes, as I was saying in this video, I wanted to talk about, what happened and how I played a huge role at the UMass Amherst Campus Center Blue Wall Cafe. So, I was just eating some lunch. I was there while, before I was about to meet somebody on the campus. And then I see this employee. She looked like she was like, I don't know, she's out of breath. She's breathing heavily. I don't know what's going on. And my two employees came along, as well as a manager, supervisor, and general manager. And I asked, "Is she okay?" And I was like, asked again, and I said, "You know what? I had to call it in because, her breathing heavy like that. Don't know what's going on because you gotta have quick thinking. Because I called UMass Police Department and asked them to send the EMS to have it take a look at her because she's breathing heavily. That's what I did. And then also, you know, the manager asked one of the employees to meet the person out there so they can lead the campus police officers that are responding to the scene. But then, apparently looked like he didn't know where he was going, and I said, let me do it. And I called UMPD again, as in UMass Amherst PD, to let them know that I'm approaching them, and I'm giving them my description of what I look like, so I can lead the officer where the employee needs to be treated. So that's what happened. So the officer was out in the doorway. I led him to him, and then and I also saw EMTs as well as environmental health services people, and it looks like a second campus police officer responded as well. But I don't know what was going on with her because she's breathing heavily. I don't know if it's something to do, you know, with her being too hot. It's unknown if it was humid in the back areas of the Blue Wall Cafe. I don't know what was going on, but she was definitely breathing heavily. This employee, and I'm not, I don't play around like that. I don't mess with that kind of stuff. See, that's why you have to have quick thinking when it comes to stuff like that, which I did because really, you know, I'm like they had some quick thinking too. The people that helped her, but the other employees that helped her, I should say, but sorry, but it wasn't quick enough. See, I had the quicker thinking right there. And also, I'll get to that in a minute. So I just want to say this, though. I'm glad I called EMTs for the employee who definitely needed to be treated because she had to be taken to the hospital. It's unknown which one, but it doesn't matter. You know, if the employee is watching this video, my thoughts and prayers are with you. Get well soon. And I would like to ask UMass Dining to let the employee that had be taken by amble to the hospital to take all the time off she needs because really, like I said, it's unclear if she's been overworked or something. But all I saw was that she was breathing heavily and it didn't look good. Because see, when you work for the Boston Athletic Association as a marshal and stuff like that, you're supposed to act fast on stuff when stuff like that happens. Especially during the Boston Marathon, especially if you're detailing the finish line. That's what you're supposed to do, act. Also, you know, the manager and supervisor saying they thank me and they appreciate it. I'm said, yeah, I'm sure you do. Now, the reason why I said that because, you know, I used to work for UMass Dining Blue Wall Cafe at the campus center. I used to, and then 2016, they just straight up kicked me to the curb as well as tossed me out like yesterday's news. Come fall semester 2016, that's what they did. I'll say it again. Come fall semester 2016, they straight up kicked me to the curb and tossed me out like yesterday's news. Also, retaliation played a role in it as well by two managers. I'm like one is still employed at UMass Amherst today. The other one was one of the managers got furloughed due to the pandemic. But the one that got furloughed, from what I've heard, she's now working real estate. Well, let me tell you something. Yes, I know there's different management, new management at the Blue Wall Cafe, but it still doesn't change anything. It's not going to erase all the stuff that happened and what happened to myself as well as other people that worked there. All the mistreatment and everything like that. It's not going to change any of that. It's not. Also, what I said to the supervisor, I said, look, it doesn't change what y'all did to me 6 years ago. It doesn't change what you did to me. Because it's not about not letting it go. It's not about that. It's just like sending a message to people saying that, you can thank somebody all you want, but that's not going to change what you did to them. It doesn't. And I know for a fact, getting help for the employee that needed help, am I going to get game from Blue Wall management? No. See, that's exactly why, no, I'm not accepting their thanks. If I'm not, because I know for a fact I wasn't getting any game from Blue Wall management for being an important role when something's going on with the employee. So I said, that's why I don't want their thanks because I'm not getting any game. So, I'm like, I'm not accepting any thanks from Blue Wall management. The only things I'm accepting it from is from an employee that had to be taken to the hospital, as well as first responders that treated her. And I had to clear the way so the EMTs can, load the stretcher into the ambo. That's what I did. Because when somebody's breathing heavy like that, you got to act fast. You do. Because like I said, I don't know what was going on with her, but it did not look good. She's breathing heavy like that. Two people went to help her. They didn't, I'm like, they were quick thinking on their part, but see, my quick thinking was the quickest on my part. As a person was being loaded in the ambulance, she said thank you, and I said, hey, get well soon. I'm proud of what I did. And like I said, I don't want any thanks from Blue Wall management because there's no point if you're not getting any gain, and it's not going to change what they did to me back in 2016. Not to mention that one of the two managements who's still at UMass never got penalized for what they did because last time I checked, retaliation is not tolerated. It's not. But man, like I said, I did what I did. I did my part, made a difference. Yes, that was a huge important role, and I'm proud of it. Not to mention I was wearing this hat right here. Yup. NCAA men's ice hockey national champs, UMass hockey. Plus I was wearing the UMass mask right there, but also I was wearing the Premier League lacrosse jersey You know whose jersey I was wearing? UMass men's lacrosse legend Will Manning. And Will Manning, he's also a coach, excuse me, assistant coach for the men's lacrosse team at the University of Utah. That's right. So I just did my part, did my piece, made a difference, and also sent a message to Blue Wall Management. And like I said, I know it's different management this time, but it doesn't erase what happened before all this. It doesn't. And I can see that you have a hard time finding help and everything like that. But let me explain something to you, all right? I want others to learn, especially other employers. Now, if you really want help and everything like that, then you can get more help by by starting to treat your employees with the proper respect. With a little bit more respect. You do, because if you're gonna mistreat employees like that and treat them the way you're treating them, you're gonna stay having a hard time finding help. You're gonna stay having a hard time finding help. You are. No, I'm just being real. I'm being honest with you. All right. So let's all get along. Let's all treat each other fairly. All right. Let's keep politics out of workplaces and everything like that. Let's keep favoritism out of workplaces as well. And I'd also like to give a shout out to my favorite, fellow Chevy person who's also one of my favorite diva wrestlers, Amber Nova. Yeah, because you have relatives who's also EMTs. And I'm sure you're proud of what I did. Not to mention I met you at Zombie Hideout in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yeah, because we both love Chevys. Peace, love, muscles. Oh yes. Also, I give a shout out to Brooke Hogan and Hulk Hogan. Brooke Hogan, it's great to meet you. Again, I'm sure you're proud of what I did. The difference I helped made. I'm sure your dad, Hulk Hogan, he's the guy that got me into wrestling. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's proud of what I did. And also, all the people that star in, Blue Bloods, Law and Order, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, SWAT. If you're watching, I hope you're proud of what I did as well. Because watching your shows also taught me a lot. Yeah, because I'm a fan of Dick Wolf films. I'm also a fan of, SWAT and Blue Bloods. Of course, Wahlberg right there. He stars in Blue Bloods. New Kids on the Block. The Right Stuff. Man, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to your concert at Fenway. I'm sorry about that. But hey, shout out to y'all as well. But anyways, I just want to make this clear, and I just want to send this message before I close out this video. Be safe, be well, wash your hands, do your part. And also, private colleges as well as businesses can make up their own rules, and they have a right to protect their, students, employees, and customers. So don't give them a hard time about it, because I know some of the rules are ridiculous, but the virus is real. It's all right. So, and also there's mask mandates in, out there in Amherst, Northampton, especially here in Boston. So like I said, if you can't comply with the mask mandates, then I'm sorry, but rules are rules, even if it stinks. Other than that, be safe, be well, wash your hands, and take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you. Usually I smile, but I have my mask on, so I can do this. Thank you.